Today is January 5th, 2025, and this is our weekly update on the ongoing war between Israel and its enemies all around the Middle East. Shalom, my friends. This is Akiva Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. A few different updates to share with you this week. Most importantly, there was a video released by Hamas of one of the hostages taken on October 7th, 2023, a young girl named Shiri. She was 18 at the time. She is now 19 years old, and the video footage was released. It was shared with the family. The video was not made public, but images from the video were. And it is very clear that Shiri, 19 years old, is in a very, very difficult and distressed situation. And this adds fuel to Israel's desire and efforts to release not only Shiri, but all the hostages. Hostage talks do continue, and it's an up and down kind of roller coaster ride of where it's going and if it's going, very often being held back and even stopped by Hamas's new demands. Every day we wait to see what will be, and of course we're doing that as well and keeping you updated here to see what will be, and hopefully there will be a hostage deal in the very, very near future that, one, releases the hostages, and two, does not undermine Israel's security concerns and Israel's security needs. Israeli forces continue to act in the Gaza Strip, focusing on destroying any infrastructure and buildings that could be used to harm both IDF soldiers within the Gaza Strip and Israeli citizens within the territory of Israel. Soldiers continue to fight there, both in the north and the south. As we reported before, army bases are being constructed now. Temporary army bases are being constructed now in the Gaza Strip, as well as roads paved to make it easier for Israeli forces to act and to fight in the Gaza Strip. We'll continue to update you on what is happening there as well. Rockets have come out of the Gaza Strip in recent days, not many, one here, one there, but still that's of great concern because if after 14, 15 months of fighting, people are wondering how does Hamas still have the capability, but that is often because of the infrastructure that they are still using, many times homes, hospitals, and other civilian kind of facilities to launch such attacks, and that's why forces are still in there and weeding out these terrorist forces and preventing them from launching attacks in the future. The most serious attack on Israel was just last night, actually. Once again, from the Houthis in Yemen, they launched a ballistic missile attack at Israel around 12 o'clock midnight. It was actually in my area, and what I mean by that, usually in recent weeks when a missile from Yemen is launched at Israel, a very wide area of the population experiences the Tseva Dome, the siren, which sends them to the shelter. Sometimes millions of Israelis at a time because of one missile. And the fear is that once the missile is destroyed by Israel's defense systems, that pieces of the destroyed rocket will fall and possibly injure people, if not worse, God forbid. In this case, it wasn't that. The remnants of the rocket actually fell in the Mediterranean Sea, but still a siren was sounded in just one area, literally 2 minutes away from where I live. I was just about to go to sleep, and I heard a huge bomb sound. In the end, it turned out that they said there were about 10 different bomb sounds that were targeting this rocket. It destroyed it. Remnants of it, again, fell in the Mediterranean Sea, but it did sound off the alarms in my area, just literally 2 minutes down the road. And I happened to look at the window at the time once I saw or heard those sounds. It was very, very intense sounds. I mean, more than I've heard this entire year. And I saw a huge explosion, looked like a fireball in the sky. This is what Israelis have been dealing with. This is what we've gotten used to. Even with the ceasefire from Lebanon now already over a month old, we're still dealing with missile threats from Yemen itself. Fortunately, Israeli defense systems continue to intercept them either in in Israeli airspace, outside of Israeli airspace, keeping Israeli citizens safe. Turning our eyes now onto Lebanon, this ceasefire there is holding, though in a very fragile kind of way. Israel is having to respond to certain violations and continue to attack and bomb and destroy certain Hezbollah positions throughout southern Lebanon. Part of the ceasefire deal is that the Lebanese army will deploy in those areas where Hezbollah was. That is not happening in a way or at the pace that it's supposed to. The ceasefire is coming to a close in just a few weeks, and Israel already feels that they will have to extend, so to speak, their stay in southern Lebanon, possibly by another 30 or 60 days, until the Lebanese army deploys in the proper way. Hezbollah has also threatened that if there are any Israeli soldiers in their territory at the end of the ceasefire, they will continue to launch their attacks on Israeli soil, meaning through their rockets. So definitely eyes on that. Different things happening for sure. As always, constant, continuous terrorist threats throughout Judea and Samaria, but our brave and incredible troops are always vigilant and always acting and reacting to those, making sure once again that Israeli citizens in the area are safe. That is a scan of the situation. And I'll just reiterate one more time that with the fall of Syria, that has changed the Middle East dramatically. And if Israel, and some people say it's just a matter of time, but if Israel does decide to launch an attack directly on Iran, which many people are saying they will need to, specifically with the ongoing threats of the Houthis in Yemen, they will have a corridor through Syria with little to no resistance. Something that did not exist just about 5-6 weeks ago, and then for many years before that. So it is a huge game changer in the Middle East in general, specifically for Israel, and specifically for Israel's ability to attack Iran directly, flying right over Syrian airspace without the fear of their defense systems getting in the way. We'll continue to update you. Thank you so much once again for all of your prayers and support and thoughts for Israel. All the best, my friends, and be well.